Better let Junior know quick. I'll be right there. Started storming, or it sounds like it's gonna storm. I'll be in shortly. No severe weather, just rain and thunder. All right. Oh, it says we got a viewer. Hello, viewer. Could you please let me know in the chat if you can hear me? I can't tell how the audio works, so that would be amazing. It's starting to pour outside, so I don't know how the background noise is. We've got some storms rolling here in southern Wisconsin. They dropped off, so hey, viewers, stick around. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello. I can't see the mic to know if it's working good. Although I wonder if I do this. Turn this mic on. Put this little receiver here. Hello? 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 I should ask Junior to go online and see. Hello? How does the mic sound on the mic? K-Dog. K-Dog rocking the mic. Hello? I can see the green line move, but I don't know if it's coming from this mic or the one up there on the screen. Hello. I need to move that in, I think, a little bit closer. Let's do that. I'm going to call my son. He should be in bed, but he's not. That's better. Yeah, I like that. Okay. All right, we're gonna call my son. See. So we're calling my son right now. Hey, what's up?
What's up?
You're live on YouTube with 0 viewers and 0 likes, but could you watch from in the house to see how the audio is?
I'm out here.
Or were you in your room?
Yeah, because I need to charge the phone. Yeah, it's all there.
So that'd be awesome. I don't know how, but just go to YouTube, I think, and don't.
Or I can put you up on my phone.
There you go, do that and see how. Well, no, I want to do it live while you're on the phone.
Then I can't look. Oh, I guess I can. What's your segment called?
Our channel? You know our channel name, buddy.
Yeah, I got a post.
Just no profanities and no, just keep it clean. We're on YouTube live.
I know, I gotta pause it.
Pause what?
The show I'm watching.
Oh, gotcha.
Because we might get sued.
Oh, for copyright. Yeah, that's good. Yes, no background noise. Thank you.
Yeah, but what's the video called?
Rob's channel. I'm quitting being a mechanic or something like that.
I don't know if I can do this.
You just go to live up at the top too, but just go to your channel. I don't know how you do it, but
I'm on it.
There's no severe weather tonight, just rain and.
Okay, but it's so delayed.
What do you mean it's so delayed?
Like you speak like 30 seconds before it says it on the bottom.
Oh, it says I have one live watcher. It's probably you. But does it get louder when I go to the microphone like this? Is it loud?
Yeah, but it's a little weird because you stayed on the phone 30 seconds later.
Right. Yeah, there'll be a delay on the phone from YouTube. Yeah, there will. But does the audio sound generally okay, and does it get louder when I talk like that?
Yeah.
So do you think it's working on the mic from the webcam or this microphone here?
I don't know.
But either way, the audio sounds good. It's just delayed because you're hearing it on the phone.
Yeah, I might hang up and call you back and see if it sounds better.
All right, do that. Thank you.
But
All right. If the one live viewer we have isn't my son, could you let me know in the chat how the audio is? Oh, we have 2 live viewers, so one of them is definitely not my son. He's going to be calling back to let us know how the audio is. So if you are our second live viewer, could you let me know in chat? First off, hello, awesome, thank you for joining us, and just let me know how the audio is. My son said it was really delayed, but this is like my 3rd live chat ever, so I'm not sure. I see the green bar down there. I just don't know how well it's coming through on your end. And I want to talk about cars and why I quitting being a mechanic, but I don't know if you can hear me. So I'm going to give him a call. Let's call him again. He said, let's do this here.
what's up?
Hey,
What's up?
you said you were going to call back.
Yeah.
How does it sound? We had 2 live viewers. Now we're back down to 1. So are you watching still?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it live. Now it is.
Well, no, don't you click on it live from in there, because you might be under the dashboard or something and mess it up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know how does that.
It says there's 2 people watching.
Right. So one of them is not you, and I would love for that second person, whoever they are, joining us. Thank you so much. We can talk about cars and why I want to quit being a mechanic. I just don't know how well you can hear us. So if you could leave a comment in the chat and let us know how the audio is, that would be great. But it's good on your end, buddy?
Yeah, after this, I gotta tell you something.
Is it important or
It's
in a way?
something about Fords and Teslas.
Oh, okay. Fords and Teslas.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it on the channel while we're live?
I guess, but I hope you don't get sued.
Well, we won't get sued since we're just talking about 2 brands that exist, and I'm not going to be showing anything.
Some people don't like Fords.
Yeah, some people don't like Fords.
And some people will say they like break a lot.
Sure, that could be said about a lot of cars, but yeah.
Yeah. So that this one guy now
Yeah.
kicked the mirrors on F-150 as hard as he can. Didn't break.
Okay, kicked them with his foot.
On a Tesla, he uppercutted it on the side of the truck.
Uppercut, just boom,
Yeah.
full uppercut.
Flew off.
Okay, but so when he kicked the ones on the Ford, did he kick them in an uppercut direction, or was he kicking them to the side?
He kicked them up.
And an uppercut would typically be weaker than a kick, correct?
Yeah, but on the Cybertruck, it just flew right off.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, good to know. Now we have 3 viewers, so that's pretty interesting. So you were listening to my son here tell a story about someone who kicked an F-150 mirror and it did not break off, but then they uppercutted a Tesla.
It's another YouTuber, but I don't know if I can say it.
Oh, okay, sounds good. All right, well, thanks for sharing that story. And you have a good night. I'll be in shortly when it's done pouring rain.
Okay, I'm just trying to make my phone charge on the PC.
Okay.
All right, too.
All right. Have a good night. We'll see you in a little bit, but I'm going to cut it short here shortly. Okay. Bye-bye. And hey, if you're watching, quit watching. Okay. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye. All right. So that was my son telling a little story about. It's really starting to pour outside. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but you can probably hear the cricket. Again, I don't know how well the audio is. It says we have one live viewer. I thank you so much for watching. If you could let me know in the chat how the audio is doing, and we could start probably getting into why I want to not be a mechanic anymore after 25 years in this field. And there's a million reasons why. I have nothing wrote down, no scripts, no topics to talk about. Just want to share with the world and one other viewer who's possibly my son as to why this industry is just going downhill. It's horrible on your body, your brain. Nobody talks about what it does mentally, the physical and mental toll, the constant worry, the constant dealing of issues that really have nothing to do with you. Bad parts are just probably the number one reason as to why I want to stop doing this. Hey, we got a like. Thank you so much. And if you could let me know in the description or in the chat box to my one viewer how the audio is, that would be awesome. I'm not sure if it's picking up off of my camera or off of this little thing I hooked up to the USB on this laptop. So we have two viewers, so somebody can hear me. I really don't like holding this microphone. There we go. Oh, and then that green light reflects. How's that? There we go. Again, I don't know what it's coming off of. If it's coming off of audio is good, but the cricket is, he is right behind me. Thank you. Thank you for telling me so much. Thank you. Yeah, I was a little worried about that when I started. I'm probably gonna cut it somewhat short. It's after midnight here. I really wanted to just set up stuff and see how things looked, kind of get rid of these stickers I didn't notice that were on the laptop, and talk about why I want to quit doing this. I've had just a rash of bad parts come through, and I'm done. L Cool J, I swear I've seen you on and maybe some possibly an MMA channel by chance. I don't know. If not, maybe an automotive channel, but that your name looks familiar. So welcome. Thank you for checking this out, listening to me ramble. I had a transmission line on a car go bad today. It was the aluminum tube had a hairline crack in it, and didn't when it was here, but did after. So there it goes. Who eats it? Do I pay for that? The customer certainly doesn't. Is the parts store going to stand by the tow bill, the fluid, another line, which I'm not going to do? I will just completely rebuild it in another way. We'll do something totally different, not using that. And then once I'm done with this car, I hopefully don't have to replace the transmission. What if the trans is cooked? You know, what? I'm one guy, one guy out here. How can we be held accountable for all of these things that aren't in our pocket, so to speak? We don't have control over the alternator and the starter once it goes in there, and we also don't know how good these parts are being taken care of. It's all junk. Everything is junk, and I'm tired of it. I'm sick of the new cars they're producing. I'm sick and tired of getting a lot of other people's problems. Since I am a master mechanic, 25 years of experience, I see so many problems. It's like, here's the funnel of problems, like right to me. It's right to me. And I always fix them. I always win. But with that win, at what cost? At what cost does that win come? So that's what I'd like to get into. El Cool J, thank you for joining me. I'm gonna cut this a little short. It's starting to really thunder outside. That cricket, now it shut up. It was driving me nuts. I think if I join or do this in the morning, maybe 8 a.m., 9 a.m., we'll have more viewers and less crickets and no rain. And maybe that car will have showed up on the tow truck by then. So we can talk about that. This Chrysler 200C that should be put in a crusher. The coolest vehicle I have here right now is my mom's Trailblazer, which is just mint from 2002 with that 4.2 inline six. Kind of a gutless wonder, but a good engine if you take care of it, and just a good overall drivetrain compared to the garbage they're making today. We also have a few others on deck. I've got a 1974 GMC bus with a V8 two-stroke diesel we're going to be looking at. I want to do a video on that. That's my neighbor Rob's. My neighbor Rob's. I'm Rob's neighbor, but my neighbor Rob has so many awesome projects for us to just dive into. So I would love to somehow create a following on YouTube based upon the awesome, valuable content we have at our fingertips, whether I can relate it from me to you and make it enjoyable, providing value to a viewer while also highlighting how awesome, you know, this little bus, big bus is. And motorcycles galore. I love motorcycles. It's been my passion my whole life. I have many years of road racing, enduro trials, experience. Trials is probably my truest passion. I love trials more than anything, and I don't know why I keep looking at the computer. Maybe because I want to see some more chats and live viewers pop in there. But El Cool J, thank you again for joining. Letting me know how the audio is. That cricket shut up. You're the second mechanic. Well, I don't need to read it because anyone who can see that, but I'm going to read this here. Yeah, I watch Matthew's stuff. His channel has been a huge inspiration to me, wanting to make videos. Yeah, brand new starter out of the package, not unheard of. That's just, it's awful. You hear. The thing about it is that makes me so upset is the amount of resources and time that goes into this. Like, for instance, these transmission lines that I had, I drove 20 miles one way, so 40 miles round trip to get them, put them in, got them in, and now the aluminum, this is a GM transmission, the quick disconnect that we're talking about here, it didn't fit nice in the fitting. The fitting was worn out, whatever it be. So then I had to drive. I should have just got new fittings again. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. It is what it is. I got new fittings, drove back another 40 miles. So now we're at 80 miles. Fluid, you know, we've got everything all set. It's up on the hoist. We got everything installed, cleaned it all off, ran it, double checked it, drove it, double checked it, parked it, called the customer, all good. She was so happy, such a sweetheart too. If every human that I had to deal with, and it's not the car so much, it's the people, you know, and that's the thing about being like a mobile mechanic. You have to instantly deal with the people and the machine right then and there to a degree. Here, you know, being out on your own, you just can, yeah, if you want to drop the car off, I may or may not be at the shop. Since I am just one dude, I can kind of, I guess, I don't want to say tiptoe around the people, but you're not just directly showing up at their house, at their work, at the parking lot, on the side of the road, wherever that issue arose. But so all the amount of time. So I've got an hour and a half ish of driving. I don't have a runner. I'm a full-time single dad on top of it. So my son is here all the time. He's 10. He's at that like, hey, I can help you, dad, but yet I want to do this. And just it's not an easy task all the time. He is great. He does help me when I need it, but at the same time, it's just the two of us. So hey, we got to run and get some parts. We go get parts, you know. But at the same, we got to get back to work. We do the car. Customer comes, they leave. They're super happy. I fixed her exhaust too. It was super quick and easy. Didn't take any effort on my half, and she was super happy that I did that for her. Didn't charge her. And then 20 minutes, a half hour, 40 minutes, whatever it was later, I get a call and she's like, hey, my car is slowed down and it's not really accelerating anymore. So I pulled off and shut it off. Okay, good. Hopefully she didn't like, you know, let's keep her going. But very smart lady. So she's shut it off. We figured out a tow. It's on its way here. I don't know if it'll show up tonight in the morning. And then we'll go from there. The way it was described, somebody had looked underneath of it and they could see the aluminum. They could see. They actually sent me a picture. I don't have it right. My phone is over there, but it's just nonsense. It's all the time. Whether it's a fitting, it's a crack in the tube. It's the aluminum tube. I could see the crack in the aluminum tube in the picture, and I know that there's a hairline crack. I've seen it before. I just shouldn't have done it. I just should have replaced it with stock hose, some, I don't want to say cobbled fittings, but everything new is just junk. I am better off going to the junkyard 10 miles down the road. If they have a used part, I'm better off getting that used part, providing it's not like maybe even a water pump. I am to the point where I would rather use a used water pump than to go buy a new water pump. Like, okay, this one's not leaking on this engine that's been parked here for 5 years, feels good. Like, you're better off. You're better off because it was made better then than anything is made now. And that's what's so frustrating. And I thank you for seeing sharing my sentiment with how that's frustrating. How cool, Jay. I appreciate that. And it's so frustrating, and it's just non-stop. Or if there is a local parts store, which we do have, and I drive past them constantly because of the fact that it's just a waste of my time to deal with them, period. The markup on parts, my margin becomes so small. I can't mark parts up a ton anyway. Being, you know, I want to provide people with a good value and a decent price, yet make money to put food on my table. And in this day and age, like, I just don't feel, if I pay $40 for a part, I don't feel right charging you 120. I mean, I just don't. I could see if I pay $40 for the part, 80, but that's hard to say for me. That's doubling it just for doing, you know, if I have to drive 25 miles round, 40 miles round trip, then I get it. But otherwise, it's just pointless. It's pointless to mark it up to $120. It's just, I can't do that. My heart won't let me. I'll make it on labor. I'll make, you know, my $100 an hour shop rate, which is, I feel, significantly lower than a dealer, yet I'm dealer caliber. So you're, you know, doing okay that way. With that being said, it's very frustrating. And then technology as well, keeping up with all the scan tools, TPMS, all the nonsense. It's just nonsense. Whereas when I started, I was a tech at a dealer in 2002, and CAN bus systems and LAN, local area networks, that stuff was out there. It was starting to become more and more, and it was cool. And, you know, I figured it out, learned everything I could about it, and then it seems like everything just stalled. And now it's just all mass produced garbage with variable valve timing and turbos and direct injection, when everything ran fine before. Everything was fine. We met emissions. I don't understand why these things had to change. globalization, who can make the part the lowest bidder will take you, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna go. Thank you all, Cool J, for watching for this long. I believe you are the only viewer. So again, thank you very much. I'm gonna set up a live stream, I think, for tomorrow morning. Have some more topics laid out that I can talk about, and maybe we will get some more people in here. But it is 12:30 a.m. in southern Wisconsin with a pretty small thunderstorm rolling through. I think my son is still up, who needs to be in bed on Monday night. So again, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we'll talk more about why I'm going to quit. I just am. I'm going all in on motorcycles and YouTube as much as I can. I'm done with cars, and I'll thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good night, El Cool J. Everybody, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. You don't know how much that means to me for hearing my story, letting me vent a little bit on a very bad day. So thank you again. Have a good night. Oh, I gotta hit end. All right. Thanks, El Cool J. Peace.